Bitcoin is looking better by the day, and today something important is unfolding in the charts, so smash that thumbs up, subscribe, and with that, let's get it. Alright guys, for those of you who have been tuning along to my channel here, this will be a little bit of me repeating myself, a little bit of a recap from our previous videos here, but I think this is important as far as the macro trend goes here. Just to take a quick recap at all the reasons why I am just growing more bullish every day here on the macro time frames here, and why I think that there is actually a decent possibility that the bottom's in. Again, it doesn't have to happen. We don't have to have the bottom in right now, but I think there's a good chance, and just outlining some of those reasons is, once again, we have this yellow support line upward trending. This dates back all the way to 2011, so an 11-year trend line here. It's only been tested a few times, but just the duration of it, I think it carries some weight. I've also mentioned that the RSI, you guys, just historically, when we get oversold on the weekly RSI, I've outlined it with these vertical green dotted lines, and this has marked bear market bottoms in the past. Does it have to happen again here? Absolutely not, but it is definitely a good sign to be seen here. On top of that, we still have my green support box lining up with that 11-year trend line. This is just going back to our previous market cycle all-time high, a little bit of consolidation on our parabolic run to the upside this bull market. So to see this level flipping from resistance into support on a macro scale, this is just absolutely beautiful, you guys. One other thing I want to point out here is just taking our previous bear market bottom up to our bull market high. We are consolidating on top of the 786 Fibonacci line, which you guys know is one of my favorites to pay attention to, so that's great. But what I'm really excited about, you guys, today, and I kind of mentioned it a little bit in yesterday's video, that I really wanted to see our weekly candle get above this, just eclipse these other weekly candle wicks. Just to show a little bit of strength and to actually get a candle close above this little range that we've been trading in for the last month or so. Not only that though, you guys, this red line here, that's my 200-week moving average. I have been talking about this and that I was a little bit concerned because the price was respecting it as resistance, just showing a bit of weakness below it. But as of today, we are actually trading above it. If this candle body would close at this level, I would become insanely bullish. Historically, this moving average has done great things for Bitcoin. We can go back when we had our COVID pandemic dump. I've never lived through more global panic than that kind of a black swan event. So the fact that, yes, we closed below it, but we didn't even spend 2 weeks under this level. So the fact that we've been below it for about 4 or 5 weeks at this point is incredible. Our previous bear market bottom, we got a double bottom on the weekly time frame along that moving average as well. And just when Bitcoin finally had enough data to even suggest where this would be, that's kind of where we ended up finding support and just starting a bull run from there. So we have a ton of crazy bullish sentiment, in my opinion here, or just technicals rather. Another thing, just the RSI, not just the fact that it was so oversold there, but the fact that it's no longer oversold. I would love to see this weekly candle close above all these things. If it closes above that 200-week moving average, eclipsing this little trade range here, as well having the RSI close and actually be out of oversold territory there. These are all just a ton of incredibly bullish technical factors, in my opinion. I could be very wrong about this, but in my opinion, I just see so many bullish scenarios playing out right now, or so many bullish technicals. It's really hard for me to not be extremely bullish right now. And the other side to that is I am starting to question it because I'm starting to sound like a moon boy, and I do not like to always do that. I only like to be a moon boy when we're actually bullish. But there's just a lot going for this, in my opinion, as to why we could be finding a aggressive bounce at this level. and kind of testing back up to some higher structure levels. And you guys know my opinion on that. I was looking at potential resistance levels using the Fibonacci pulled top to bottom. But yeah, right now as it stands, I really want to see how this weekly candle closes. Again, I think if it closes above this level, which would be approximately 22,650, somewhere in that level, I am going to be very bullish, you guys, because I think that would just be beautiful. Another little pattern I want to point out on the 4-hour chart here. I believe it was Four Flies who pointed this out, actually. I got to give him credit for this. But you guys see my support line, which I've been pointing out. I never did show this as a parallel channel, and you can see that Bitcoin has actually got some candle body closes above it, and right now we are going to see if this resistance of this channel will flip into support and see Bitcoin climb much higher. I think it's absolutely a possibility. If we drop back into this level, into this range rather, I think there's a good chance that we end up testing back down to my downward sloping resistance line that I was watching and that I took that bounce trade off of, which by the way I'm out of. Now I'm back to sniping degen levels. So but yeah, that trade absolutely played out beautifully, and I think that there's a lot of bullish sentiment here. So I am definitely going to be more aggressive on the long side of trading for the next foreseeable future. I'm not really interested in shorting right now at these levels, to be honest. Obviously that can change if the technicals change and there's new patterns and that sort of stuff, but for now I think things look pretty good. I wouldn't be all too surprised to see this pullback right now, just because Bitcoin has been pumping a lot more aggressively than we're used to seeing. So people might be a little quick to start taking profits right now, as the fear in the market is still there. The bulls haven't necessarily convinced too many people yet. So we're going to have to see what happens here, you guys. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to go over. Was this weekly candle is just looking better by the day. So I just wanted to bring that to your guys' attention, that 200-week moving average that I've been talking about in my last few videos and why it was concerning to me. It is now potentially going to turn into support for us, which would be absolutely beautiful. We'll see how that closes on Sunday and how it's respected from there. But with that, you guys, that's about all I got. None of this has been financial advice. Obviously, do your own research, form your own opinions. With that, stay safe, my friends. And once again, if you did appreciate this content, please do me a favor, smash that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really goes a long way with a small channel such as myself. So if you appreciate this content, I would really appreciate the likes and everything that helps the algos pick up my channel. So with that, you guys, stay safe, my friends. Peace.